President Obama in 2012, through executive order, remember he has a pen and a phone, has given an executive order, a policy memo stating that he will not take action against the dreamers in this country that average about 1 million dreamers who came here at no fault of their own as a young, as a baby, as a child, who are now 30, 35 years old. What he's done by giving those policies is that he's opened the floodgates now for millions and millions of more people that heard him in Central America and Mexico, and not only that, but through China and the Middle East and the Europeans. What he's told the rest of the world is we're given amnesty. They haven't read the fine print. They haven't looked at the actual policy to show that they don't qualify. But that's not what they heard. They heard that the country is opening the door and giving amnesty. And that's why right now we're seeing the surge. The last 6 months, 8 months, 60,000 children, minors coming into the country. And that number is going to grow to 145,000 by next year. So this is a crisis. A crisis that the federal government is not addressing, and by asking for $4 billion more is not the answer. You need to first stop the surge. And in order to stop the surge, you need to secure the border. And that's what we're asking. We're asking the government to please do their job and secure the border. It's porous. If drug dealers and these mules can come into the country with drugs and human trafficking, international human trafficking, so can these individuals that come here to take advantage of our compassion. But now some would argue that the immigrants that are here without authorization are producing to society and the economy by their wages. Well, I would argue that that is not the case. I would argue that the majority that do work here, which by the way is only 50% that work here on the books, and the rest are working in the underground market that don't pay any taxes. But getting back to the ones that say they do pay taxes, they either have a stolen social security number or they have a identification tax number from the IRS. But my argument would be that the money that they're earning, the fruits of their labor, is not being disposed here in America. If you look over here to where I'm standing, this is a check cashing store. These are lines of people forming that are sending their money overseas. They're not investing their money back into this country. It's going to other parts of the world. Now, how are we Americans benefiting from this? We're not benefiting from this. And so this trickle down of money that's going to be coming back to us is not. And this is a major problem that we have. That for all the millions of dollars that they pay in taxes, they're going to be getting 3 times as much more in benefits, whether it's welfare benefits, whether it's education or medical. And if you allow